Championship game. Anadolu Efes Istanbul face off against Cska Moskova here in round 28 play of the Turkish Airlines Euroleague. And after a little bit of patty cake, buckle up indeed. It's Efes who have the opening possession. Oh, beautiful movement away from the ball, and it's Cska Shanley who opens the scoring once again. Hooked up off the wraparound feed from Krunoslav Simone, and then it's stolen away, Rodrigue Boubois. What a start! Anadolu Efes Istanbul racing out of the gate to a 4-0 advantage before Cska have even taken a look at the bucket. So Mike James to the elbow, lobs it inside for Bolomboy, who demonstrates his bounce once again. That's a familiar combination. Completed high above the rim. Cska Moskova back to within 2 after a perfect start for Efes. Shanley sets the screen. Now tying up Shengelia off the front rim. Joe Bolomboy secures the defensive rebound. So Mike James met by Mitsic. Bolomboy lurking to set a screen. He curls to the bucket once again. Ball comes back to the perimeter. Toko Shengelia with a good look at the basket. Good shot, in and out. Couldn't find the range. Good to see that he's shooting that shot with confidence. 30% from downtown is lower than his career average of 36. Cska Shanley, we mentioned his ability to spread the floor that he's demonstrating. The floater from Simone, that is money in the bank. Krunoslav Simone with a bucket and an assist in the opening 2 minutes of this game. Efes lead by 4 once again. So Shengelia, cross-court pass to Hilliard, fakes the 3, rotation to Kabanov. Shengelia at the high post, backing down, nice disguised feed. Bolomboy has gone for the baseline drive, but he's lost the basketball. Coughing it up for his first turnover of the game. 2 turnovers committed by Cska already. Nice feed from Shengelia to his front court partner. Strong D by Efes in the low post. Shanley rotates it to Simone. Shanley wide open. Bolomboy's got to recover. Strong take to the bucket, Cska Shanley. Just asking for a moment while he gets his wind back after taking a heavy fall to the hardwood. Taking it strong. Body check by Nikita Kabanov. For the Larry Bird shot over the top of the backboard. Unable to get it to fall, but he does go to the free throw line. 17 of 20 from the stripe this campaign, 85% off the front rim. His career high 20 points last time out. He was a perfect 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Off the range, off the mark on his first attempt here. But he does make the second. Efes up by 5, their largest lead of the game. Mike James rotates to Hilliard. Boubois in pursuit. Hilliard sees a seam, attacks it, switches hands to the right. Good look at the basket, couldn't find the finish. Efes doing a good job on the defensive boards, not providing any offensive rebound opportunities for Cska. Krunoslav Simone finds a cutting Rodrigue Boubois. Boubois down to the dots, extends and finishes at the rim. Terrific offense in the half court by Anadolu Efes Istanbul, and it's the men who led Efes against Valencia Basket last time out, Rodrigue Boubois and Cska Shanley, who have started aggressively here. That's the field goal from Cska Shanley. Made a free throw as well. That's the sole score for Cska Moskova. They're down by 7. Timeout on the floor.
And it wasn't run properly. Stolen away and thrown by Balbai, who strokes it on the buzzer from inside his own half. Dosh Balbai. What a shot! Look at that, splashdown from well inside his own half.
Dosh Balbai with a highlight reel hoop on that 3/4 court heave. against Cska Moscow last campaign. We take another look at the sole field goal that Cska have posted so far. Efes, in stark contrast, playing terrifically, perfect from two-point territory at 4 for 4 from the field, which gives them a 7-point lead. So Iffy Lundberg into the game off the bench. He and Mike James in the backcourt. Lundberg gives it to James. James with the extra pass. Kabanov all alone in the corner. Back iron on the shot. Last touch by Iffy Lundberg. It will remain, or it will be, FS basketball. Adrian Moyamon looking to secure the defensive ball. Kabanov 39% from downtown this campaign, but couldn't complete that one. As Shanley for three, and again he's making this a habit. Sertak Shanley extending his range. 7 of 18 from three-point territory this campaign now, and bear in mind he shoots 69% from two. Bolomboy power dribbling up in an FS crowd, rocks the rim. He's got all 4 of Cska's points. They're trailing by 8. See FS playing terrifically as a team. Picked off by Toko Shengelia. Playing point forward now, pushing in transition, now looking to back down Adrian Moyamon. Sertak Shanley loitering on the help. Pump faking beneath the bucket, tipped out, picked up and wrapped up by Vasilija Micic. So FS looking to re-establish their double-digit lead. Micic for three, and he strings it. Vasilija Micic hits his first three-pointer of the game. FS 2 of 4 from downtown, along with perfect shooting from two-point territory. They're up by 11, their largest lead. Lundberg driving. Bolomboy with the board, crams it again. Joel Bolomboy continually punishing the rim. He has got all 6 Cska points, and all of them have been rim rockers. Needs some help from his teammates in this first quarter, because he's the only man putting points on the board. Excellent anticipation by Iffy Lundberg, but that, my goodness, who was that to? Was it deflected out of bounds? Because if not, that's asking an awful lot of Iffy Lundberg after making the steal to catch up to that pass, which came at some pace. Toko Shengelia committing the turnover after picking up the pieces on the steal created. Oh, that replay not conclusive. The Cska players and Coach Atudis certain that the ball was deflected out of bounds. Well, Cska are going to have to find a new scorer now, because the man who has got all 6 of their points has taken a seat on the bench. Simone, defended by Shengelia. Kabanov looking to front Shanley. Shanley, oh, beautiful offload with the underhanded flip. Sertak Shanley with his first assist of the night to go with 6 points. Adrian Moyamon puts his team up by double digits once again. Lundberg into the lane, nice offload to Shengelia. He's pivoting in the low post, blocked down low by Efes. Terrific D in the low post to disrupt Toko Shengelia's shot attempt. And the fans here at the Sinan Erdem Sports Hall really encouraging their side, who have made a fantastic start. Rodrigue Boubois feeling it by going to the flip off the glass, remains perfect from the field, 6 points in the game, and it is all FS. They're up by 13, drive and kick out of the high post to Clyburn. Shengelia crossed up Shanley, takes it strong, drive and kick, offensive foul is the call. That bucket from the corner will not count. Adrian Moyamon positioning himself fantastically. Wow, was he there? The officials say he was. Good job drawing the foul. Toko Shengelia called for his first. So Micic being guarded by Hackett. Shanley rocks the rim to move to 8 points in the game. He remains perfect from two-point territory. And as he has been doing in recent rounds for Anadolu Efes Istanbul, he is coming out strong, which means that he's going to have to be defended, have to be respected, and then that puts more room on the floor for the shot makers like Larkin, Dubois, and Mitsic. Shengelia tries to pass out of a double team, deflected and picked off by Mitsic. But it's Sertak Shanley who should be credited with that steal for getting the crucial touch. Lots of contact. What activity on the offensive glass. Adrian Moyamon rising for his second offensive rebound of the game. 4 points in the game, and Efes threatening to run away with this one. It is all Anadolu Efes Istanbul in the first quarter. 23-6 the score.
Let's get this thing underway, baby.
The Turkish Airlines Euroleague. It is El Clasico.
On the buzzer, are you kidding me?
Barcelona against Real Madrid.
I love the energy that this game produces.
It's El Clasico.
Well, Cska Moskova have got to find a 5 that can put the ball in the hole. The only man to have done so to this point, Joel Bolomboy, after starting the game, took a seat on the bench after 5 minutes on the floor. And since his departure, Cska haven't bottomed a bucket yet. Efes currently on a run of 8 points without reply. He went on an 8-0 run to go up by 10 at 12-2. So Argen Ataman will be hoping that Efes can continue their momentum. Cska Moskova, the league's leading offense, held to 6 points in practically 7 minutes of play. Second road game for Cska this week. Lundberg picked off by Simone. Terrific anticipation. He didn't bag the steal, but he's disrupted Cska's half-court flow and taken a little bit more time off the shot clock. So Cska communicating in a bid to get on the same page, because very little has worked for them offensively to this point. Committed 5 turnovers already as Lundberg inbounds to Hackett. Michael Eric sets the screen, cuts down the lane, pass to the corner. Will Clyburn, that's off the back iron. Michael Eric battling on the offensive boards. Rodrigue Dubois wraps it up. So less than 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. Cska Moskova held to just 6 points because of a terrific effort. What a delightful no-look feed. Adrian Moyamon finding the finish off the look-away pass from Vasilija Mitsic, his third helper of the game. And it's a run of 10 points without reply and a 19-point lead for Efes. Lundberg picks up the pass that was deflected. Hackett calling for the screen from Michael Eric. Hackett drawing the foul on Vasilija Mitsic, but Efes look at the position they're in, and that is their first foul of the first quarter. They can now play aggressively on the defensive end without fear of sending Cska to the free throw line in the closing 2.5 minutes of this period. So Antonov rotates it to James. Clyburn battling with Simone down in a low post, and again, Kronislav Simone with activity and effort and anticipation, trying to get around the front of Clyburn, pokes the ball out of bounds. Clyburn saying that his shirt's being held. The player's going to have to adjust to how the game is being called. Mike James, wrap around, Antonov for 3, Singleton flying at him off the back iron. Cska 0 for 4 from downtown. Hackett with the pick, 4-on-1 opportunity. Clyburn finishes the bucket to end the run of 10 unanswered points posted by Efes. So less than 2 minutes to play. Cska Moskova currently being held to single digits. Singleton looks at a three, launches and strings it. Anadolu Efes Istanbul shooting the lights out from long range. Chris Singleton, 36% from downtown this campaign. And his team seeing the basket magnificently. Daniel Hackett counters with his first field goal of the game. 44% from downtown this campaign, Daniel Hackett. Singleton passes out of a double team. Mike James closing out on Boubois, and it's another bucket bottomed by Efes. Rodrigue Boubois, perfect from the floor, 9 points in the game. That's his first three-pointer. And his team are up by 20. So offensive foul committed by Daniel Hackett. And there was a survey done by the Turkish Airlines Euroleague earlier in the season about how much more success road teams are enjoying this campaign as Boubois crosses up Mike James, now looking to work against Michael Eric, who finds himself out on the perimeter on the switch. Step back three, Rodrigue Boubois off the right side of the iron. Singleton battling Clyburn. Hackett secures it for Cska. But again, referring back to that survey where road teams are enjoying so much more success in the absence of crowds, as Johannes Voetman gets the floater to go. Crowd making this type of noise, this type of hostile environment for visiting teams. That's why one of the factors why home court in usual circumstances is such an advantage. Can you believe that? Shane Larkin has been called for a travel. Wow. I suppose if you're up 18, it's the time to commit this type of error. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, well, fair enough. But Shane Larkin not used to being called for that type of foul or that type of violation. But it was a legitimate call nonetheless because he didn't put the ball down. So James into the lane, floater off the glass is off the back iron. Launching a half-court prayer is James Anderson, can't get it to go, he's frustrated. Attacks the backboard, having not found the range, but what a first quarter by Anadolu Efes Istanbul, putting 31 points on the board while holding Cska to just 13. It's a dream start for the home team. Well, Efes came down the floor on their first trip, opened the scoring with this, and then before Cska could put a point on the board, there was a steal and bucket. This steal, the subsequent bucket to put them up by 4. Joel Bolomboy completed an alley-oop to make it 4-2, but that is as close as Cska has been, because then there was an 8-0 run to put Efes up by 10 at 12-2. There was then a 10-0 run, which put Efes up by 19 at Cska's expense. They've led by as many as 20 on a couple of occasions, and they have shackled Cska's offense, holding them to just 13 first quarter points, while they have been flowing freely and magnificently. Sertak Shanley with 8 points in the game, 2 of 2 from 2-point territory, and hitting from long range as well.